We're shooting this video to give the viewer an understanding of how the resonant amplification system operates and how the actual generator operates as a motor and generator simultaneously. We'll come down here real quickly and explain our circuit board, which is seen right here. We have a couple of transistors which are set up to switch the power into the primary of this transformer, which is actually encased in this black box here. And here you can see the two output leads which come around here. They come into the transformer. The output of the transformer is connected to the casing of the motor here, and over here to the junction of these two capacitors, which are wired in series and connected to the terminal of this 12-volt battery here. The generator terminals, the red wire is connected through this yellow connecting wire, and if we come up here and look real closely, we see it is connected to a diode which is fixed to the positive terminal of the battery. The negative of the generator comes up here. We'll zoom in here and you can see it's connected to the diode which faces away from the negative terminal of the battery. When the system is in operation, the frequency flip-flops between the two capacitors so that when the junction is negative, it charges to the positive side, the capacitor, and then whenever the polarity flips, it charges to the negative side. So we're charging the battery through a pair of capacitors at a very high frequency. And the unique thing about this technology is that even though this is a generator, which takes its energy off of the circuit board, it operates mechanically as a motor as well. In our following video, which shows the whole system running off of a battery, we explain why this process works to maintain the battery's voltage. Right here we have our voltmeter, which is currently showing the battery at 12.4549450 volts. We have a variable transformer, which is just plugged into a wall socket. So when we set energy into the circuit board itself, it's already tuned to the resonant frequency of this specific motor. We have a process of tuning it, which we'll show in another video, but we can actually control the frequency output through a resistor and a capacitor, which actually gives the value of what frequency to operate on our little timing chip. So what we're going to do now, we're going to come over here. We're going to set up a little stand here to fix this so I don't have to hold this camera. Of the battery voltage, and when I start it and the generator is operating, it's going to be feeding energy into the battery, but the interesting thing is it's going to be rotating as a motor at the same time. And I'll demonstrate in a minute how I can torque the shaft and actually increase the amount of energy that's going into the battery. So currently the battery is at 12.449450, but as soon as we start the generator operating, we'll see it charging the battery. So the generator is operating as a motor. Obviously, we could say it's a generator that does not require a prime mover. It can just be a motor, but at the same time, while it's operating, it's charging the battery. In our next video, when we show how everything runs off of the battery through an inverter, we drive a secondary generator, which can pretty much keep the battery voltage at equilibrium while it's charging the whole thing and running it. So the voltage is continually increasing. Now I'm going to come over and I'm going to place my hand on the shaft and lightly load it. And when I do, you can see it charges even more rapidly. Mechanically, this increases the amount of power that is drawn from the circuit board, but it returns it back to its source. Now if I let off of it, you'll notice how it drops back down. And then in a minute, it'll continue up. So it actually likes to see a load. If we power the system with the battery itself, it is drawing energy from the battery, but it's also returning it to the battery. Kind of an anomaly. And we have other designs that we'll demonstrate, but in the video that we have that we'll be showing that comes after this one, we'll show that we can maintain the battery voltage while we run the whole system. So we just wanted to keep this video very short and precise, but we'll have other videos that show how we tune the system and how resonance actually takes place. We'll just let it run for a minute and keep charging the battery while it's running itself as a motor. Again, if we want to charge it faster, we'll load the shaft. Thank you for watching this short demonstration.